SportsMatters TV, bringing the sports home.
You're busy as always. You're always doing something, but you're a football agent now, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a football agent now, yeah. It's a bit stopped now, obviously you're still talking to clubs, players and all of that. But it's a bit, obviously, everyone doesn't know what's going to happen, really. So It's a bit strange situation for everyone, I believe. Obviously, talking about football is not the most important thing right now. But yeah, in football, it's not the best moment at the moment.
I understand. And speaking of your career, Jose, you've had some career, some big clubs, Newcastle, of course. I'm a boyhood Liverpool fan. Let's talk about the Liverpool days. You joined the club in 2011. What was it like to get that big move to Liverpool at the time?
Well, obviously, was a new owner coming in as well from before. Obviously, 6 months before, I think they bought it in January, if I'm not wrong. They bought Andy Carroll and Torres, I remember. No, they sell Torres and they bought Andy Carroll and Suarez. And then obviously, I know the history of Liverpool, everyone knows about it. So in that time, it was 5 Champions Leagues, not 6 like now. It was 5. And obviously, it was a no-brainer, really. It was a move to a bigger club, a club that wanted to fight for titles again. And they were spending money in the summer again with players, so you knew they wanted to fight for things. So that's why I made the move, and obviously it was the best decision, one of the best decisions of my life. Yeah,
definitely. How did you find Mr. Kenny Dalglish?
Well, he is. He's a top man. He's a top manager. I will always be grateful to him for obviously signing me for Liverpool. He trusted me from the first day. Obviously, I arrived there on Friday, had the medical, and on Saturday I was playing already against Sunderland. So it was unbelievable. And then what many people know as well, that people know obviously I'm playing for the Legends, but what many people don't know is that Kenny Dalglish signed me for the Legends as well. So incredible, not just obviously anyone signing you for these things. That is incredible. It's just obviously for me, the king with Stevie, the two kings, of Liverpool. And he signed me twice, so I don't think many players or ex-players can say that, unless with Kenny, the King Kenny. So I'm really happy. He's a nice guy. Every time I go there, we have a chat, and it's amazing. He's the king. Yeah.
He's the king. And speaking of your love for Liverpool, the fans adore you, Jose. Like, we've always had so much respect for you. Awesome defender. What kind of love do you have for the Liverpool fans?
Well, for me, I believe I always say that. Obviously, I'm not a Scouser, so people. But at the end, you don't decide who you support. And Liverpool, obviously, I played for them for 5 years. I played for Newcastle. I played for Villarreal, Celta, Levante for so many years. And the team that I have belief and support is Liverpool. At the end, you don't choose that. Obviously, my end of my career there, it wasn't the best because of my injury. But I have so many great memories. It's been a club that it gave me everything, and in the worst moments of my life as well, when I had my tumor, everyone find out about that and everything, was the first team to came forward and support me in every single way. Look, I'm playing for the Legends, and be honest, some of the players there, they won so many things with Liverpool, and I didn't, so it's incredible for me to be playing with this type of players, and it's all about the club. It's incredible. Every time I go there, the manager, Peter Moore, Kenny, everyone from the club love me and give me so much respect, really, and I love it, because I have so much respect for them. And the fans, they always been incredible to me. They always message me. Yesterday I did the question and answers thing.
I see that.
And I've been replying through video, but I'm telling you, it's not hundreds now, it's thousands of messages, and obviously I can't reply. I've been for an hour and a half replying messages this morning. I woke up on purpose for that because I wanted to put it yesterday because it was Sunday. So I said I will probably receive more messages then. And then I reply tomorrow more relaxed in the morning when my partner as well is sleeping and I have more time for me. And I've been an hour and a half and I just keep looking at messages and they just keep coming in. So I'm sorry for the ones I cannot reply. It's too many, So it's for the love they have for me, and I have exactly the same since the first day I arrived there. It was unbelievable, the support. They make a song of me very, very soon. After a few games, I have,
Awesome,
you
mate.
know,
And like speaking of the success, you won the League Cup. You've captained Liverpool. Tell us about that League Cup game. It was an awesome time to win a trophy. It was a long time. I think the last time they won a trophy was 2005, but you won the League Cup. What was it like to have that success against Cardiff?
Well, it was a difficult game because obviously it was Cardiff in that time. They were in the Premier League as well. So everyone expected Liverpool to win. I believe they were in the Premier League, if
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not wrong. So everyone expected us to win. So it's even more pressure. You play in Wembley. It was beautiful atmosphere, beautiful atmosphere. So obviously you go to the penalties. You're like, wow, here can happen anything really.
Yeah.
And then we won it. And it was good because we lost the FA Cup after as well.
We should have won that game.
Yeah, we should have won that game. Yeah, definitely against Chelsea. So obviously it was nice to win something with Liverpool. Everyone believes winning something is, like everyone talking about the Premier League, Champions League, winning anything right now if it's a cup or whatever, it's difficult in football. It's very difficult. So after so many years, Liverpool not winning really anything, be the first ones to win something for the club again in my first season as well was beautiful. And with King Kenny as well, obviously, yeah, it was beautiful.
That's awesome. And like when you signed for Liverpool, you signed with some great players. One in particular, Mr. Jordan Henderson. Are you proud of the success Jordan's had so far?
For me, what I love about him, obviously, as a human being, as a person, as an ex-teammate, he's such an amazing guy. What you've seen in the press is and everyone, what he's doing now with with other captains as well for the NHS and for everything. Well, it's not enough even for that because he's even better in person. He's a top guy. I love him, he always treats me amazing. We have a very good relationship because he arrived in the same summer as I did. He arrived a little bit before me, a few weeks before. But what I like about him though is how he put all the pressure on, being the new Steven Gerrard, because every fan wanted him to be the new Steven Gerrard. And Stevie is Stevie and Henderson is Henderson, the different players. Stevie is unreplaceable, and I believe now Jordan Henderson is unreplaceable as well, and he will be when people will realize more when he retires. And it's crazy how he overcome all the criticism, from everyone really, to become a Champions League winner with Liverpool and probably, and I hope so, a Premier League winner this season as well.
Fingers crossed.
So, 100% I'm sure about it. Before or after, it will happen, I'm sure. And he deserved it all for me, it's player of the season this year. I know Mane is different class, Salah is unbelievable, Firmino is incredible, Van Dijk, we have an amazing team, but we always give this type of credits more to the forwards really. And you don't realize how much work he does in midfield sometimes, and when he's not in the team you can really feel it, not just for how he plays, that is incredible. It's how he gives to the team in so many ways. So I'm really proud of him, as an ex-teammate, and I was really, really happy for, obviously, myself, for all the fans, for everyone involved with Liverpool, but the most for him, really, because lifting the Champions League trophy, it was like, okay, now nothing can say anything to me. I won the Champions League with this team. No one can compare me with Stevie, with Kenny, with no one. I'm Jordan Henderson, and it's me. You don't have to compare me with anyone. So I'm really, really happy for him.
Awesome. Look, it's like next year is going to be an interesting year. Like we still don't know when the league's going to finish. We don't know what's actually happening now. The talk is the league's going to finish. It's got to finish. But what do Liverpool have to do next year to improve? Because they're pretty much unbeatable this season. Like they've only lost one game. Do they have to buy big players, or do they stick with the squad they have?
Well, obviously it's not my job to say what they have to do. I believe they're doing all right, so they don't need my advice. But obviously, like any team, you need to improve your squad in every single way, and I'm sure every manager they can improve some areas. Obviously, what I really like more about the team that sometimes people don't realize that, and Klopp said in a press conference before all this happens, and I completely agree with him. it's good because sometimes this season, even without playing good, we won. And that's what a big team is. You can see Real Madrid, Barcelona. Sometimes you say, oh, they're playing really bad this game. And then one chance, one goal, 1-0, thank you very much, I'm going home. And that's what a big team is, and Liverpool has been showing this year that. The only problem this year for us is the Champions League, but I believe they were so unbelievably lucky. Atletico, we play, for me, one of the best halves I ever seen, really. The intensity, the performance was unbelievable. But obviously, at the end, it didn't meant to happen. So, it didn't happen. It happened last year, so we have to be happy for that.
Definitely.
But yeah, obviously, like any team in the world, obviously, we'll see with this situation what is going to happen, how money-wise everything is going to be, because no one knows. But I believe, obviously, like any team, you need to improve areas. Doesn't matter if it's the starting 11 or the backups, but every team is on Manchester City, United, every team is on try to improve their squad, and we should as well.
Definitely. Now, I got a quick question from a friend and a fan called Aaron. He said, what was it like to play with Daniel Agger?
Well, Agger was amazing. Agger was, everyone is talking about Van Dijk, and he's unbelievable, Van Dijk. But to be honest, for me, Agger has everything as well. The only problem with Agger, he has so many injuries that he's unlucky in his career. But you could see obviously he's not as big as Van Dijk, but you could see in the air, he won everything. Amazing left-footed. He was fast. He was strong. He has everything, to be honest. It was good for me as well, because when he was fit, he gave me so much freedom, like Robertson is having with Van Dijk, to go forward and to enjoy yourself more, because, you have a good backup in there, and, he's going to cover you. So Daniel was amazing player for Liverpool. He's a legend, and he was unlucky with injuries as well, but he was a top centre-back.
Definitely. Now, Brian has a tricky question for you, right? He says, never say never when it comes to football, but could you ever see Raheem Sterling return to Liverpool?
Like you just said, you never say never to football. At the end, I believe it's really difficult because they pay so much money for him, and I don't believe Manchester City is gonna let him go. Yeah. Obviously, not playing Europe maybe is affecting, so we never know. I believe, obviously, Liverpool fans will not be very happy to start. I believe. I'm telling you from other side, Raheem for me is an amazing guy. Obviously at the end, like everyone, he was really young when he left. Maybe he didn't left in the best conditions, like some people do when you're young. But he's an amazing guy. He's a top lad, and he's a top player. He's become one of the best wingers in the world for me. His world rate is incredible, so it will be a good addition for us. That's the reality. Obviously, we have Mane, we have Salah, we have Firmino, so it's not that we need anyone really, but obviously it will always be good to push this three as well with someone like Raheem. But in football, you never know, but I believe it's very difficult. I don't believe Manchester City is going to let him go to a rival. You never know, maybe going to Madrid or Barcelona, but going to another Premier League club, I don't think so.
No problem. And last fan question. Decky said, what was Luis Suarez like in training?
Exactly the same. As you see. He's so, I'm sorry for the word, so fucking annoying, running, pushing you, kicking you. For me, with Stevie, obviously, when I played for Liverpool, Stevie was incredible still, but he wasn't on his prime, because he was older, obviously. But I catch Luis Suarez on his prime, and he was unplayable. He was. In training, he was exactly the same. Sometimes some players, they save their energy because the way they play, maybe sometimes in training you going strong, then the game comes close, and then you realize and you come down. That in training you start to train a bit less strong, to come to the game 100%. He was incredible. Every single training. I remember seeing him in 2 years and a half. He was for Liverpool, I believe. I see him twice in the physio room. You know what I mean? Sometimes, obviously, he played for Uruguay as well. So all the time when he was with the national team, most of the time traveling to America for it. Yeah. And then coming back maybe Thursday night, really late training in the morning with us on Friday, and then Saturday I arrive and score 2 goals, and you say, how the hell after 14 or 16 hours on a plane, your legs, you could see other players like Coutinho, he was magnificent for us, you could see their face, they were like everyone, who come from there naked and everything. Like, it's normal, you are a human being, but he come and it's just different. Luis is a different player. He's the best player I ever played with, definitely.
Oh, I love that. And last of all, Jose, are we going to see you in Ireland pretty soon with the Legends? We're hoping that you guys come to Dublin or Cork in the near future. Do you reckon maybe next year we can see you with the Liverpool Legends in Ireland?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I know they're organizing a lot of games, to be honest. We had obviously the Anfield one that was cancelled. That was a big shame for me, first of all, because I was coming back to Anfield, obviously with all the fans, and it would have been incredible. And for what many people don't know, you want to be the first one to know, to be honest. It was for this game. I invite all the medical staff from my operation. They were coming to the game. It was 25 doctors coming to the game.
Amazing.
They were invited from Liverpool, from the club. The club, like I say, once more, unbelievable. They have privileged seats. They have even the lunch, the player lunch. They could meet the players after. So the club, like always, unbelievable. So it was the same for me, but I feel even more for them because it was a massive opportunity for them to see something like that. Hopefully in the future they can make it because they saved my life and it will have been lovely. And the mascot, the kid that come with me out of the pitch was the son of the surgeon, the neurosurgeon that operated me. So it was unbelievable. They couldn't wait for it. So I was a bit, disappointed because of that, and obviously the main thing, to play in front of the cup again and all the Liverpool fans again. So I'm sure we had a few games postponed as well after. I'm not going to say where. I knew we have a few more games after it. And hopefully we can play there. I'm sure we will. I'm sure it's getting even bigger. A lot of teams, they are doing the Legends teams now, bigger teams, they're doing it. So I'm sure we'll have the chance to go there. And I will mention to them, don't worry. I'm sure I will mention to them.
We'll make sure it's rescheduled for next year or when it's safe to do so. But Jose, I can't wait to see you back at Anfield in the near future. It's an absolute honour. I'm a huge fan since day one. When you signed from Newcastle for £7 million, it was one of the happiest days of my footballing career to watch as a fan, So thank you very much, sir.
Thanks to you. Thank you very much for the interview, and hopefully you keep safe and your family as well.
Likewise.
And we get, out of this very soon. Everyone needs to be out very soon, but it doesn't look like it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll be safe. Jose, you're a gent. Enjoy your day.
You too, man. You too.